Yo, 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 what is going on, COD Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom. Dang it, I always forget. I'm not saying that anymore. Anyways, this is where we're at. And today we're going to be taking a look at the player satisfaction survey that was put out. I think this is about 2 weeks ago now. But I've wanted to do a video on this, just taking you through me filling it out, even if it's not, maybe if they're not giving out rewards or anything like that anymore for it. I want to just kind of go through the process. I want to show you how I would fill it out and what are some things that are important to me as I kind of give you somewhat of a real-time documentary view. Again, maybe some of you might enjoy this one. As always, if you do, make sure to throw us up because it helps out a lot. Okay, so here we go. We're going to click on survey. I am going to switch this over to the screen. So let's go with which season are you playing in? I'm going to go Season of Strife. Okay. How satisfied are you with the current version of the game overall? 1 out of 10. I mean, I'm probably going to give it a 7 is where I feel right now. Okay. Development. It is easy to increase. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. Whoa. There's nothing here though. Oh, it's down here. Okay. How would you rate each of the following elements of the game? Development. It is easy to increase your power and level up heroes and buildings. Again, I'm going to look at this from a free-to-play perspective, not from a spending perspective. And so I think in that hero, I think, God, honestly, it's probably easier to level up buildings than it is all the heroes because they're always adding more heroes. They're not always adding more buildings. So this is probably should have separated this, and you probably should have done like buildings and tech and then heroes by themselves. Because most people probably would go off of whatever's going to take them longer. And in this case, it's going to be all of the heroes. So I think when I think about the amount of time that it currently takes free to play just to get their first T5 unlock, which again, at that point, you're looking at max buildings, max research, or max research up until, right, your first T5, it takes a very long time. So how easy is it? I would probably say a 3. Is where I feel, because I just think that it takes too long. Combat. It is easy to team up and command forces to win battles. I will say, even though I don't really do any fighting, I do watch a lot of fighting and I talk to people about fighting in PvP. I think some of the obvious things that stand out to me here is that, one, the whole idea of them thinking and considering about adding VC and voice chat in game, adding in things like more markers, looking at more quality of life on the actual battlefield, to me, that's indicative of that there are improvements that can be made. And so the way I kind of would like to see PvP play out is probably a little bit different than how it currently is playing out. But I do think that there is a decent amount, right? So I would probably give this maybe like a 6 is how I feel right now. Right. I don't think it's awful, but I don't also think it's great. I think it's kind of okay right now. I guess I could maybe even go 5, right? If I want to like just go a little more opportunity, that might be better. And you guys let me know what you would vote on this. Social. It is easy to find friends in game and to play together with friends and alliance members. You know, when I think about this question, I think about how easy is it to find friends via game modes, because most of the time you're going to find people that are in your alliance. So it's kind of a gimme at that point. I guess it's easier to find people. However, when you're going and doing events that almost require for you to match up with other people, that to me is more along the lines of like, oh, I'm finding friends. Now, you can still find them from within your alliance through just doing general alliance chat. But when it comes to like meeting new people or being forced to play with new people in some kind of queuing or matchmaking that's happening, where you can really kind of get to know people a little bit more outside of the external initiative that you would have to take, right? Again, via socialization from in-game, from Discord, hopping into VC, etc. There's not enough of that right now. I'd like to see more of those things. However, I will probably give this a 6. I think it is relatively easy when it comes to, hey, if someone's chatting, they have a similar like-minded post or thought process on certain things, I can just reach out to them. So I think when it comes to like how easy it is to reach out, I do think that's there, but I would like for there to be maybe a little bit more in other areas. Controls. Okay, how easy or is it is easy to complete objectives using the in-game controls. Gosh. Do I think that there can be, and again, I don't I don't mess around too much in game with participating and completing objectives. But if I'm going off of the last few patch notes and the fact when we look at the other improvements section at the bottom of the patch notes, we are usually seeing some form of improvement to either mobile or the PC client as it pertains to controls, to interface, to mechanics, to utilization. That could even just be keyboard, keybinds, etc. Now, it's not like they're making massive improvements. So I don't think that it's god awful, but do I think that there is some opportunity based on some of the conversations I've seen people talk about? Sure. So I think for this one, how easy, I would probably give this a 7. And I'm only giving it that because I don't know enough about all of the opportunities, only some, along with the fact that it's not like they're making massive improvements because the system is so bad and just can't be used by anyone. Okay, gameplay. The game is full of fun and varied gameplay. I do think there's some, but as we've talked about before, there needs to be more events and diversity of events. And I'm not just talking about ones that you can go and solo and do on your own PvE wise. I'm talking about things you can do with a group of people, things you can do with more than a group of people, things you can do with your whole alliance versus other alliances, other maybe even other kingdoms, but you participate in those maybe internally within your home kingdom, and then other things that you would do in the KVK. So I do think there needs to be more events that are building more camaraderie and are not just solely focused on, oh, well, I just have to go and attack these darklings, or I just have to go and march across the map to find these puzzle pieces. Like those are kind of more solo adventuring. I would like to see more co-op group adventuring in a diverse array of fields. So when I think is the game full of fun and varied gameplay, I do think it's full of fun. I do think there is some varied gameplay. I'm probably going to give it a 5. And that's conservatively because I know that there can be more, but there is some. So, and maybe I could give it a 4, but I'll give it a 5 for now. Functionality. I can play Call of Dragons without lag or crashes. Ugh. So this is probably going to be more of a question directed at more KVK. You're probably not going to be seeing a lot of lag and crashing if you're just doing standard PvE, if you're just going out there and farming, if, again, maybe participating in raids, but it's probably going to be more KVK, open field, just tons of units and players on at the same time. So that's how I'm going to look at this, which is looking at it from like the worst case scenario, because I really would have liked for this question to be worded where I can fight in a KVK when during active participation and play Call of Dragons without lag or crashes. Like I would have asked the question in that kind of a way, more so than generally like this. So that's how I'm going to answer this from. With that, I'm probably going to give it a 3. And the reason I'm going to give it a 3 is because they have made some improvements to this. And I do think that it is getting better. But I'm going to answer it from like how I see it as a viewer. I don't know how it is from the playing perspective. It's exactly the same or if it's different. And I'm talking about when you're not zoomed out all the way. That's how I'm approaching this question. Like I'm zoomed in, I can see all the units moving, I can see full everything without having to limit or to remove certain aesthetics or visuals. That's how I'm answering this. And this could probably honestly be more of a 2, but I'll give it a 3 for now. Next page. Were you aware of any of the following improvements made to the game in the latest update? I mean, I am because I read the patch notes, or hopefully most of them. Alliance calendar, yes. Alliance building, rework, can no longer build towers, yes. Recovery vouchers. I mean, this might be unfair, right, for me to answer because I could probably just say yes to all of these. Because again, I read the patch notes. Doesn't mean I'm going to recall every single thing in this moment. I may forget some things, but let's see. Recovery vouchers. Busy players can now opt out of matchmaking. Okay. I thought these were already in, though. Maybe I'm tripping on that. Alliance destruction, time rankings, destroying buildings now earns you points. Yes, they did that. Optimized training. You can now train units continuously, and the system will remember the amount. Yes, okay. More pedal, you are now guaranteed a full. Yep, they did say that within 20. Again, hopefully I'm not misrecalling here. City layouts added the city layout feature that lets you share and adopt city. Okay, the share one, yes. I don't know if I recalled the adopt portion. Spoils auctions. After successfully completing, yes, you can bid for the war spoils. Yeah, this is kind of like your MMO bidding after you defeat a raid boss, and then it goes to either who you designate or if it's a random generator. Battle acceleration. If rally garrison battles drag on too long. Okay, yep. Heroes rekindle. Beginners in season 1 can rekindle heroes. Yeah, that's where they return the stuff and then they can reallocate. Title reservation added. Yeah, oh my God, this is phenomenal. To streamline process for applying and approving titles. Yeah, I still want to look at this. If anyone has screenshots, I need to ask some people if they can send me. I would just love to see and also get feedback on their experience with that. Pet feeding. This is for the attributes. Isn't this to like level them? Oh no, that's the other thing. Feeding to boost their attributes, unlocks honorary membership. Okay, I think I read that. Shorter season of strife. Yeah, this is reducing to 40 days. And the pre-war period. Yep, quick battle mode. You can now send your legions to battle with a single tab. Yep, I haven't noticed any of these changes. Yeah, no. I think every single one of these I'm familiar with in some capacity. Which of the changes of this update do you feel have improved your gaming experience? Ooh, this is nice. This is a good question. Okay, so I don't know about that. Quick battle, I think yes. Alliance calendar, absolutely. Yes. Destruction time rankings, absolutely. I don't know about that. Shorter seasons, yes, I'm okay with. Absolutely for the title reservation. Alliance building, absolutely. Heroes rekindled, I think so as well. You're now guaranteed an epic or legendary with 20. Okay, yeah, I think so. If rally garrison battles drag on too long, I'm actually okay with the acceleration. I think that's a good thing. Optimized training, you can now train units continuously and the system will remember the amount. Yep, I think that's good too. Recovery, busy players can now opt out. I think yes. So the only ones for me that I'm not going to select are those 3 spoils auctions, which I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel on that one. I guess I could maybe select it, but I'm okay not. The pet feeding, nah, not really. City layouts, no. Okay. Based on your experience of spoils auctions, do you have, no, I don't, because I don't have any experience there. Do you have any thoughts or suggestions regarding this version update you would like to share optional? Say yes. Okay, so what I'm going to write here is something that has a little bit more to do with the quality of life. So, yes, I will say this, the quality of life updates added from this patch, such as, good little, oh cool, look, I can format. Okay, so the first thing I'll say is the Alliance calendar. Alliance calendar. We'll do Alliance destruction time rankings, absolutely. And I'm not going to talk about all of them, but just kind of briefly. Destruction time rankings. Shorter season of strife, absolutely. Title reservation system. Yeah, dude, jeez. Alliance. Oh, God, yeah, the Alliance buildings rework. I think the heroes rekindled. Season 1. War pet, regenerate. I guess I don't even need to write all this because I've already selected it, huh? I'm kind of like doing extra work. So I'll just say this. Such as the ones I selected above, to me, all improve the state of the game on a day-to-day basis. I'll say many of which appeal to the community in areas of saving time, efficiency, workload, management, battles, PvP, okay, there we go. Battles, PvP. Let's say resetting. We'll say optimization. And I'll say like kingdom support. Many of these, what do they? Yeah, in kingdom support. Oops, areas. What's that? Okay. the last few updates and Q&As have been truly good to see such a directional change where the additions and what is being addressed has been more community focused as of late, as I almost feel like the team has fired and hired new people that are bringing a fresh approach to what the community has been asking for with some of these for a while. Oh, we'll just say that. It's probably like a really long sentence now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, cool. I think that's pretty good. Next page. How satisfied are you with Year of the Snake event? Haven't participated. So, oh yeah, look, they got a button for me. Sick. Okay. Are you aware of the new gameplay Battle Abyss? I am. I haven't done it yet. Yes, but I haven't tried it. Which of the following aspects of Battle Abyss appeal to you? I'm just going to assume all these are facts. No downtime for recalling or replenishing soldiers. You can fight non-stop. I think that probably seems like a must. Stealing buffs from other players is fun. That actually sounds like really cool. I wish I could watch some gameplay. Each match only lasts 15 minutes. Yeah, shorter time, I'm all for. You can earn merits and exchange them for rewards. Absolutely. No alliance registration required. Anyone can join. Absolutely. Dang, what? I can only select 4? You piece of shiitake. Okay, so I have to prioritize here. I'm not going to go with that because you can still coordinate and work as a team. Winning or losing doesn't matter that much. It's more relaxing. I'm not going to select that. Okay, I like this. I think I'm going to go with this more than maybe that. Oh, that's hard, man. Like that's a fun aspect. I like this. Absolutely no alliance registration. God, I wish I could select that. Yeah. I'm not going to select the merits one, even though I do think that's important. I think some of these other things appeal more to the logistical and the efficiency side of the event a little bit more. So I'm just going to go with these 4. Again, if I could select more, I would also do stealing and merits. How interested are you in taking part of the new gameplay? Very interested. If I was in a position to do so. Oh, yes. So my thing is, consider, I'm going to do this, right? And you guys know this because I talked about this when I talk about statues. Consider adding different mini game modes within this space, such as capture the flag, domination / king of the hill, last person from a team standing, trying to think. Those are like the 3 I think that come to mind because they're already kind of doing like a team deathmatch thing, right? Yeah, I think those for now. We'll say that. Okay, based on your current game experience, are you interested in continuing to play CallofDragons? Yeah, I am. I don't know if I'm going to go hard and say 10, but because obviously I still enjoy the game, so it's obviously not a 1. But I'm going to say 8. That's where I'm going to go with. What are the main reasons that you want to continue playing? I mean, my reasons are a little bit different than others. So it's not necessarily full-on player perspective, but we're going to try and answer that as so. Let's see. Collecting every hero. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Absolutely. Yeah. What? I can only select 5? How dare you? I mean, if I was actively playing, these I think would be the ones, along with defeating behemoths. I think those would be my 6. Next page. Which of these options best describes your role in Call of Dragons? Realm Alliance Administrator. It's probably more. Yeah. Again, it's not active, but again, if I was playing actively, that's what it would be. I just play solo, yeah. How old are you? 30. How old am I? 33. Okay, yeah, that's my range. What is your gender? Male, easy. Do you have any other ideas? Yeah, would be great for, let's do this, yeah. Developer and community Q&A, where some selected members of the community can meet with developers, of the game to hear about plans, hear about maybe short term and long-term plans, ask questions, answer questions from the developers, and try to bridge the I want to say disconnect gap, but I don't want to say it like that. And let's just say bridge the communication and understanding gaps that some players feel exists, or as a disconnect of sorts. Okay. Second thing I'd like to see them do is, oh gosh, I just had it at the top of my head too. So we got the developer and community Q&A. Oh yes. North America or USA meetup, similar to what was done in Shanghai. And letting the host know well in advance, if able. God, I'm trying to think what else. Oh yeah, promoting your content creators. Via in-game system mails every so often. I would say every so often. Where a sentence or keywords can be used to describe them, and active links within the mail to their YouTube, or live stream channels. Let's see what else. We got events. I mean, there's a lot more that I can think of, but these are just some. I don't want the video to be too long, so I'm just going to do these for now. I'm sure there's others. And then submit. That's what I got. All right, bam. We did it. We did the survey. No one can say I have not contributed via surveys. So that's what I wrote. I'd love to hear what you guys think, right? I don't think I've done a video like this before. And so I just thought, hey, maybe a little change of pace. Let me know if you liked getting a little bit more of an insight into kind of my thought process for how I answered certain things, what I wrote in there. How would you have answered? What are your views? What would you have said differently that you think for some of the answers and or long form questions that I wrote in? And yeah, can't wait to read. As always, until next time, we'll catch you later.